Who that the Prophet of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, every Muslim is a Muslim's brother. He should neither harm him himself nor leave him alone when others treat him unjustly, but try to help him. Whoever will fulfill the need of a brother, Allah will fulfill his need, and whoever will remove the distress of a Muslim, he will find a distress of his removed on the day of requital. And whoever will hide the shame of a Muslim, his sins will be hidden by Allah on the day of judgment. This is Sahih Bukhari, or Sahih Muslim. When we look around the world today, dear Muslims, we find the most oppressed people in the world are the Muslims. We find the richest Arab country in the world, Saudi Arabia, fighting and killing Yemenis, the poorest Arab country in the world. When we look on the television, the radio, we find that the people who are classified as terrorists are the Muslims, but the real terrorists are the Zionists. Can you imagine the Zionists have stolen Palestine from the people, right? Stolen Palestine, and then bust their heads and put them in jail and do everything they want, and they call the Muslims the terrorists. That's because we're not unified. Because we're not organized, and it's because we're not following the Quran and the Hadith. What does the Hadith say? That every Muslim is a Muslim brother. That means if one Muslim hurts in this part of the world, then us on the other side of the world, or wherever we are, should hurt also. So if you're well fed over here, then you should hope that the Muslims are well fed over there, right? If the police departments in America beat an African American upside the head, then that means we should all feel the pain, not just George Floyd. Do y'all understand what I'm trying to say? I'm trying to say that the human family should be one family, especially the Muslim family. So Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that every Muslim is a Muslim's brother. We should not oppress each other, nor should we allow anyone else to oppress us, right? This is true piety. It is related by Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu that the Apostle of Allah sallallahu alayhi wasallam said every Muslim is a Muslim's brother. He should neither harm him himself nor leave him alone to be victim of the cruelty and injustice of another. That means you and I as Muslims here, we should not leave the Yemenis alone that they would be abused by Saudi Arabia. That means that we should not leave the Palestinians alone where the Palestinians would be abused by the Zionists. Why? Because we're all brothers, right? That means we should not leave the Iraqis alone to be destroyed by the Americans, right? That means we should not leave the Syrians alone where they would be destroyed by the Americans and the Zionists. That means that we should stand up and support each other, because that oneness in heaven is looking down on us, and sometimes we will receive a type of blessing that we give out. In other words, if we turn out good for our brothers, Allah may in his justice turn out good for us. So what does that mean? This hadith, every Muslim is a Muslim's brother. he should neither harm him himself nor leave him alone to be the victim of the cruelty and injustice. Do not leave each other alone. This is what the Quran and the Hadith is saying. The place of piety is in the heart. So what does that mean, dear believers? Islam. That means that any part of the world where the Muslims are being oppressed, those of us here who are Muslims, right, especially, should have sympathy and warmth for our brothers who are oppressed all over the world. We shouldn't be just kicking back. Here's another hadith. Jabir ibn Abdullah radiallahu anhu relates to us saying that I had taken a pledge at the hand of the Apostle of Allah sallallahu alayhi wasallam to do salat, to pay zakat, and to be a sincere well-wisher for every Muslim. To be a sincere well-wisher for every Muslim. So no matter how well-fed we are here in America, no matter how comfortable we are here in America, we should be sincere well-wishers to the people of Yemen. We should be sincere well-wishers to the people of Iraq. We should be sincere well-wishers to the people of Syria. Now you got to remember, the Zionists and the Americans, or the Americans led by the Zionists, feel all right to murder, to kill, and to rob the Muslims anytime they want. So here's what we're saying. It's our duty, it's our responsibility to stand up for Islam and to support our brothers and sisters. And this is what Allah and His Messenger have told us to do, that all the Muslims are brothers. If one part of the body hurts, then the rest of the body should feel the pain, right? The rest of the body should feel the pain and the suffering of a Muslim, right? And we should never, salam alaikum. Where does that brother Musa stuff come from? One of the brothers. Okay.
I don't know, one brother's there,
right,
yeah.
Alhamdulillah. All right.
Go.
Okay. Now I want y'all to come out. We're having a program on the 2nd in our Masjid in Southeast. This is a program related to unity, harmony, and brotherhood. It's called Masjid al-Islam Strikes Back. Now you said Masjid al-Islam Strikes Back. Is that the empire? No, it's us. We're striking back. We're striking back at Zionists. We're striking back at America, because we're here in America and we're not afraid of the Zionist American congressional trap that they have called the Congress and the presidency of the United States. We're not falling for that trap. We're here because it says to be sincere well-wisher for every Muslim. To be a sincere well-wisher for every Muslim. Whether that Muslim is in Africa, Asia, whether they're in...
Okay.
You can just put it in one of the bags. Yeah.
Program, January 2nd. Standing up for the believers.
Thank you very much, sister. Now look here. We want all you Muslims. Now I know y'all wondering, what's this brother out here? Would you just put the flyer down and have the thing?
All right.
We'll do. Okay. Yeah. Because it is related by Abdullah ibn Amr ibn Alas radiallahu anhu that the Apostle of Allah sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, Allah will have mercy on them who are merciful. Show compassion for the dwellers of the earth. He who dwells in heaven will show compassion for you. When you see a Muslim being oppressed and murdered, when you see the Zionists bombing our brothers in Palestine, when you see Masjid al-Aqsa and other institutions that belong to Islam being under attack, right? Then you stand up for those institutions. You stand up for those people, right? You get charged up. And you do what's right according to the guidelines that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and his messenger, not what your own brain tells you. Your own brain would tell you, I'm not going to get in trouble here in America. If I start talking about the Zionists, why the Zionists control Congress. The Zionists control the president, right? The Zionists control America. If I talk about them, why they're going to send me back home. Well, it's better to be back home, right? Fi-sabilillah, than to be over here with a big tummy full of this Americanism. All right, let me go on. So, Masjid al-Islam strikes back. Who is Masjid al-Islam? We're over there in the southeast, and we've been there for a long time. And we're tired of it. We're tired of watching TV. We're tired of watching TV, and we're seeing the Muslims being killed and slaughtered. We're tired of watching them destroy Libya, right? And then all the Muslims and people that he was helping in Africa, they have to cross and come over across the water, and thousands of them drown, right, in the sea. We're not for that. Okay, so here's what we're saying. Plus, we done picked up on something just being here today. Well, we're going to be here a little more regular because, yes, indeed, I'm telling you, it's nice to get out every now and then, not be locked up in the masjid. So what we have here is this is stage one of the global resistance movement, the anti-Zionist movement, that we're against the global control of the world by the Zionist empire. So we're against that. This is stage one in the global resistance movement. Now I want y'all to remember, in a year, in 2-3 years, that you're going to find and you're going to hear this repeated, because we're not going to stop at what we're doing. We're not going to relax at what we're doing. Huh? We're going to be out here because we are part of the global resistance movement to Zionist domination of the world, and especially of the Muslim world. That's right. And therefore, when you're part of a resistance movement, you got to resist. You can't be part of the resistance movement and you joining in with the fun. If you resist Zionism, you got to stand up for good and against the evil of the Zionist oppression. All right. Okay, again, we call it the battlefield of America. This is call it the battlefield and the battle space. We're fighting for the hearts and minds and dreams and aspirations of those who are part of the good human family in the world today. And we're doing that by choice. If we wanted to, we could stand up for evil. If we stood up for evil, boy, we would have plenty. You think we'd have to be out here jumping up and down? Not at all. We'd be on the boss man's TV. Boy, we'd have a shoe shine if we wore shoes like that. Beard trim, we would be out partying back. But that's not our case. Our case is, excuse me here, case is to stand up for justice. And if we have to stand up alone, that's what we're going to do. Let me say this again. If we have to stand up alone, that's what we're going to do. So again, we're thanking y'all all very much, and we're happy to see y'all happy. So again, remember, a Muslim is not a Muslim till they love for their brother what they love for themselves. All right. So look like it's winding down. So we came here in peace and we leaving in peace. Now there's a crew in there still hiding. They kind of wait until we leave, so we're gonna leave so they can come on out. Carlo, the brothers, they know who we are. They know who they are, and they know who they was and who we still are. Again, we thank you all very much. We're going to be out here on a regular basis. I mean, now a real regular basis. Yes, we are. Because if you got the Zionists on one hand and the Holy Rollers on another hand, and ain't nobody, everything's a hustle. If you say As-Salamu Alaikum to somebody, they say mumble bumble back. Mumble bumble, that's what they say. Yeah, and that's where they're coming from. So we're gonna be here regular. And I thank you. Don't forget, destruction of Libya, Iraq, Syria, Yemen. Don't forget the illegal occupation of Palestine. And stand together with us. Stand together with us for the truth. I leave you as we came in peace. Thank y'all very much. As-salamu alaikum.
Alaikum as-salam.